Hey everybody, it's Jonathan Bolano, Bolano Home. I'm here with Tony, just getting everything set up. Here we go. Going on here, sharing with all you guys. So that way everybody can see this. We'll be going live in about 20 seconds, everybody. For all those of you that are normally used to this, you know how this goes. One of these days I gotta come up with one of these like previous videos so that way I can get that playing while all this gets set up. Boom. We are everywhere. We got a couple of viewers already. Woo. Pretty good.
Quick.
Yes. Alright. Let's make sure the sound is working. We're working.
I can hear it.
We're up there. We are everywhere. We got a couple of viewers already. Boom. Put that off. Alright. Hey everybody, it's Jonathan Bolano with Bolano Home over at Keller Williams. I'm here with Tony, local landscaper right here, with Tony's lawn
and garden.
Lawn and garden services. I always mix that one up and everything. So Tony right here is your local landscaper, and he's here to talk to you guys about 5 different tips of getting ready for the springtime with your yards. So that way, for you current homeowners and people that are going to be buying in the near future, you guys know kind of how to prep your yard. But before we get into that too much, I'm going to go into give you guys the initial blurb right off the back. If you're on Facebook, make sure to like us. If you're on Instagram, make sure to follow us. If you're on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to us and hit that bell right next to the subscribe button, so that way you guys always get that notification whenever we put up anything new. And so for those of you that have been following us, you guys are going to know about this next part, but for those of you that haven't and this is your first time watching, remember that every single time you share one of these hashtag real estate talk videos between episode 1 to 12, you have the ability to win a $250 Amazon gift card. So each share is equivalent to 1 entry into the raffle, and we're going to take everybody between episode number 1 to 12, and we're going to shove you guys into that raffle no matter how many times you share. You can share this one video 23 times, and we're going to enter you 23 times to that during this time period up until March 31st of 2019 when quarter 1 ends, and we're going to get you guys into that raffle and get you guys that $250 Amazon gift card if you win. But you have to share, so please share the video. Let everybody else know that this content's out there, and that we've got people like this, some professionals that are sitting here sharing a lot of valuable content with you guys. Also, hashtag real estate talk. For those of you that have not been here before, what is hashtag real estate talk? Well, this is a forum that we try to build for you guys for your questions. So we know that time is of the essence. Time is not something that everybody has the value of having all the time because we're so busy. In the 21st century, with all this technology and the things that should make things easier, it doesn't always, and we still end up running around like crazy. So if you don't have the time and you're looking for a realtor, a loan officer, a landscaper, a painter, what else have we had? Roofers, credit repair, and you need to ask some certain questions that you just don't have the time to sit down and talk to somebody with, jot them down right here on the comment section of this video, and we'll make sure to keep piecing into this and check in every so often so that way we can get those questions answered. And in addition to that, in the description you will see all their information locked in right there, so that way you guys can find them. I'm actually going to take Tony's and I'm going to put that into the description right now, just so that way you can see some of his work that he's been doing so far. And from there, that's pretty much it for today. I'm not going to actually even go into the real estate side of things because I want to give Tony all the floor and let him get going on to telling you guys his 5 main tips for getting yourself prepared each step of the way through spring to get you guys ready for summer. So first, Tony.
John,
I appreciate you having me
here.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So today we're going to talk about just the basic landscape, and this is not something huge, big. I mean, today is the first day of spring, so happy spring, everybody. Today we're going to talk about just the basic stuff. For example, just clean up your mulch beds, which is your first thing that you got to do, because you want to prepare the mulch beds for all the bulbs and all the bulbs that you had last year, you remember the tulips and all that stuff was coming out the first thing in spring. So you want to make room for those to come out this year too. And you also can identify them, what you have, just in case you forgot. I'm sure people does forget. What do they plant?
Where they plant it and where
exactly.
they put it.
So now it's time to look around, take your time, do some cleanup, clean underneath, make sure everything's clean from sticks, from leaves, leftover leaves, and just give them room to come out. And that's one of the first things that I will do, John.
Was that right there? Would you suggest that people just go in there with their hands and get on their knees and start doing, or do you expect them to rake it out?
No.
What do you recommend?
Just get on your hands. Just make sure, just kneel down away from the mulch beds if you can. Don't step on them.
So we don't kill the plants.
Exactly, because like I said, sometimes they spread too. You plant one in here and then they spread. That's what they do.
Right.
Exactly. So you want to make sure where they are before you start getting into your mulch bed. So I suggest to don't step on them. But if you have a really big mulch beds, then you have no choice but going in. Just be careful and grab a pair of gloves, small bucket, start cleaning all the small stick leaves that they blow out during winter time, and some branches, they break and or they fly into the mulch bed. So just take your time with it. Enjoy it. I mean, it's spring, so
right. And
it's
the benefit
good to be out there.
Big benefit is that you said already, which was getting rid of all that, because now you just remove all the places that the bugs can hide. And so for all those of you that live maybe even in the Pawtucket area where grasshoppers are a big thing, you guys can kind of destroy that little habitat for them, so that way you can get them away from the house. Yeah,
and also you get in there, you start moving the soil, and everything's waking up right now. Everything's been sleeping for a few months already. We had such a long and bad winters. But right now everything starts to wake up. The sun, the temperature over 40, 50s, all that starts to wake everything up under the ground. So again, just go easy on the mulch beds. Clean everything up by hand. Go step by step. That way you start recognizing, your yard. But when you do this, when you take this step, John, you get to know it better.
Right.
It's not as like you go into the house and you barely have time to look around what's growing. But this time of the year, you can really see it, what's out there, and you can enjoy it. Might be flower, might be a shrub, something's new coming out, and you enjoy it. Like I said, right now it's spring, so get out there, start doing that stuff, enjoy it.
So we actually have our first question from Jade. She wants this. Well, she said that she has anthill issues. Do you know something that she could do to help get rid of the anthills that she has right now?
Well, first of all, you have to see where they come from. Then I don't think the ants are gonna come out anytime soon. But as soon as you start seeing them, I will suggest to just go to Home Depot, and they sell some granulated stuff that you put it. First of all, just follow the line, and you see where they're coming from, and just sprinkle some of that stuff in there. What they do is they bite into it, they eat it, and they bring it into the main.
And they destroy the nest.
And then destroy the nest.
So what's it called again?
I'm not sure. It's ant killer. They have different. They have several brands, but ant killer is one of the ones that work better. But just follow them before they get too crazy, because they start
spreading.
They start spreading, and then before you know, they're inside the house.
Yeah,
so you want to stop them outside before they come inside. So in the house.
Yeah. So Jade, so that way you can go to Home Depot, go to your local your local store, and ask them about, tell them about that right there, and see if they can help you find that specific stuff that you can put onto those ant hills that are starting up early. Yeah. So that way you can get rid of it before it becomes a thing.
Before they come, they go into the house. You want to stop them outside. Yeah, that's the best thing to do. It's granulated stuff. It's easy. You just follow the instructions on the box. You put it on, and that's it. Because they can ruin your yard too, because they like to eat leaves. So you don't want them on your plants too.
So you definitely want to get it done early, so that way you don't have 50 to 100 ant hills in your yard. Because she's saying that she has 50 to 100, so that means that she has a lot out there. Yeah. And also, if I remember correctly, you have a pretty big yard too. So anyways, definitely go and start getting that out now, so that way that gets that out of there.
Yep.
We have our second question, and it ends up actually being from my mother out there. So for those of you that are watching, hi Mom, it's me. Look at me, I'm live on Facebook. So what she's asking is, What's the best product to use to get rid of moss between bricks?
Moss between bricks. I used that last year, John. The moss grows in whatever the sun doesn't get. That's where the moss grows on grass, grows on bricks, even on the roof. Last year I tried a product that is very easy to use. You hooked up to the hose, and I forgot. This is it's called it's a moss and forget, something like that. You just apply it. You hooked it up to the hose.
Yep.
And you just apply it to the brick or whatever area is just in the bricks.
Yep.
So you just spray it into that, and you let it sit in there for a few days, and it will just wash off.
Nice.
Like magically. You don't have to scrub it. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is just apply it with the hose. You can. I mean, I don't know how much moss do you have. If you have a big area, I mean,
she has a pretty big area. So
yeah.
she's
So
need like a nice
you need a big. I mean, it says on the label. It covers a certain amount of moss killer. It covers 500. It can cover 500 square feet, 1,000 square feet. So I mean, you go by the size of your area, or maybe not the whole area is covered, but moss comes is because the sun doesn't get into that area. That's why it starts growing. But yeah, hose it down just like you're hosing everything. But make sure.
Do you know where they can get it?
Home Depot.
Home Depot as well.
Home Depot as well. That's one of my favorite things, or stores to go buy, because they sell pretty much everything. I buy my fertilizer there, my weed killer, pretty much everything. You go in there and I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, just ask one of the employees there. They'll lead you in the to the right direction. But that's the best thing to do. You don't have to. You don't have to worry about your pets if you have any pets, because it doesn't harm pets. And like I said, you just hose down the floor and let it sit there.
Awesome.
And it will just eat that stuff, and it will wash off by rain, or you just hose down a few days later.
Awesome.
But that's one of the best things to do, and it's easy. Like I said, and you don't have to wash the hose, because that connects to the hose, but it's got a backflow. It doesn't go in, because some people might be like, wait a minute, and then I'm going to use this hose to water my plants and water my grass. Is this going to harm it? Don't worry about it. Once you connect it, it only goes out, but nothing goes into the hose, so you don't have to worry about that. The hose is going to be contaminated by that stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's very easy to use, and once you take it off, you can hose down your plants, your grass. That it doesn't harm the grass or anything. So I use that. It worked for me. As you can see, the moss is got that green color. When you spray that, it has in a few days it turns brown. It turns brown, and that means it's dying, and then it washes off. It washes off easily.
Awesome. So actually, that's a lot of great questions right off the back. We didn't even got through step one yet, really, and we're already getting questions like this. But anyways, that's not me.
Well, it's spring, John. What do you expect?
Know, right?
Everybody's getting ready for spring. Getting their houses beautiful. They want the yard look good. It's understandable. So.
Yeah, I know I need to start getting started, but things have been so busy lately.
Well, before 2-3 weeks in, man, and we still haven't done anything outside. I mean, it comes out quick. Spring comes in, and then before the summer. But we need to follow up these steps, and John and I are talking. But definitely, I can help you with some of your questions and any yard work. I can tell you by my experience, and I'll be here with John in the next video, and we can talk some more.
Yeah, we'll get into more detail on some of these other ones. But now that we're actually finally got through step one, what's step two?
So step two, I have. First, you gotta clean up your mulch bed. So that's step one. Step two, you're gonna start seeing a lot of trucks around moving with mulch. You want to add mulch. I want to say in 2-3 weeks from now. You want to add mulch once everything is at least 6 inches.
Let everything kind of grow up.
Exactly, everything's already out. You see what's everything. Now you want to cover it with some mulch. You want to add fresh mulch. You have a few types of mulch out there. You want to use the best that fits you. Sometimes people go by color, but color is good, but sometimes quality is better. So choose your mulch wisely, because some mulches out there, they just put too much color in it, and it doesn't do the job. Get the right mulch. When you talk to the people, I don't know. Most people go to Home Depot, but you can actually buy it like in a yard or
we'll go into
something.
that detail in another one.
Okay.
'Cause we want to go and give them too much today. We need to give you guys just a little taste.
Yeah, well, don't
of what
get me
to do.
going, John, because I will get you already right now. Yeah, so let's talk about the mulching part then. So, yeah, just you know the size of your yard. I don't know how much mulch you're gonna use, but I mean, it's not much to talk about mulch because when you just buy it, I mean, how thick is a good question. You want to go 2 inches.
2 inches?
2 to 3 inches thick. You don't want it too much.
And why wouldn't you want to go a little bit less or a little bit more than that?
Well, less than that, you want to cover. You want to cover everything. You want to be able to go through covered all the areas. You don't want to put too much because next year you want to add a little bit more, and then the next year you add a little bit more, and then you're gonna end up with a big pile of mulch, which during winter time, you know, it goes bad. It starts to grow in mold.
Oh.
Yeah, so you don't want to have too much in it. You know,
Is that what that white stuff is?
Yeah, that's mold.
And that's when you want to kind of get rid of it?
That's when you want to get rid of it and start over again. When you get rid of it, just scrape everything out and start fresh.
Yeah.
So
remember, the first thing that you guys want to do, like maybe even this weekend coming up, go into those mulch beds, get those all cleaned up on your hands and knees, and enjoy the time there, because this is going to be like a kind of a therapeutic thing. It's just relax it, enjoy the air, enjoy getting out of this damn house, and just like
fresh air. Right?
Yeah, right. And then in 2-3 weeks, go out there and start like mulching it up, and only go up to that 2-inch mark.
Yeah.
Do you have any recommendations as far as whether they go dark or lighter mulch, different colors, or
it's up to the people. People like different colors. I mean, it's nothing wrong with it.
What's your favorite?
Red.
Red?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, red.
Nice.
I bet everybody's different. You know, I like red, and some people hate red, or some people like black mulch.
Right. I like black mulch.
Yeah. So and other people like, I don't want that red mulch over here. I don't want that black mulch in here. You know what I mean? Everybody is different. So I you know, it just as long as you like it, go for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's one of them things. You want to like the house. You live in there. So,
yeah, it's about you.
Yeah, exactly. It's about you. You live there. So pick the color you like.
Feel good
so
about
because
it.
you're gonna see it every day. You know, every morning when you go to work, and every time you come back, you're gonna see your yard. And you're gonna take that extra 2 minutes maybe to go inside the house.
Right.
Because you're gonna be like, enjoying your yard. So,
Boom.
I mean, I'll do that.
So number 3, what do we got over here?
Number 3, Jan, grass. I didn't want to, go put that on number 1 step because right now the ground's still frozen.
Yeah, make sure you guys are listening. This is really key right here.
Yeah, it's very important. It might seem soft on the surface, but it's frozen on the ground. On like 2-3 inches down is frozen. Roots grow 4 inches deep. So if it right now is frozen, as soon as if you make a hole right now, probably 2 inches and it's frozen. So if you start raking it right now, especially if you use a metal rake, don't use a metal rake right now because you're gonna end up tearing your grass and destroy your yard.
So I guess I shouldn't have let the dogs out into the backyard and run around and tear up everything.
Even step on it on the grass right now is bad.
I'm gonna have quite the work.
Especially if you're wearing boots. So don't blame your dogs if you're on the yard walking or you rake a little too heavy. So you gotta be gentle. I wouldn't touch the grass right now. I would wait another week or 2 until soil thaws out.
About the same time that
the
they're mulching.
Roots get underneath more and firmer. Then you can start raking that stuff out. But right now, I know you want to. I want to. I'm a landscaper, but let's give it some time.
Good, give it time to breathe, basically.
Yeah. So worry about your mulch beds right now, and worry about
no raking and no stepping on that lawn.
Yeah, especially no. Yeah, don't roll anything heavy on it because you'll destroy it. Because right now the roots are sitting on ice and 2 inches deep, so they'll tear as soon as you step on it or you're roll your mower or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I have on 3.
So that's 3 right there.
That's
so what's number
tip
4?
Number 3. Number 4, I have fertilizing. Fertilizing is very important right now. The lawn is going to be looking for food.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so the fertilizing will give that food to the lawn, so it starts growing and turning greener.
Mm-hmm.
You know, starts getting stronger. The roots will get stronger. So fertilizing is the next step. As of right now, once everything starts to the ground will be thawed out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Your rake.
Would you add it now, or would you wait till you rake?
I wait.
Right.
After you rake, you can see. I mean, you're gonna see in 2-3 weeks. You can start raking.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel it. I mean,
the grass will
start livening up. Will turn in color.
Unless it's my yard and all.
So dirt. You can start raking. When you finish raking, you can put some fertilizer down, or wait for your first mow when you start mowing your lawn. Mm-hmm. Maybe 1 or 2 times you can throw some fertilizer on. Make sure you get the early spring fertilizer because they have different fertilizers out there.
Now, would you do anything with lime at this time, or would you stay away from that as well?
No, you can use lime. Yeah.
And just for those of the people that are out there listening, what is lime good for?
Well, lime helps the soil that prevents all the food for the lawn, so that kind of weighs it up. You know what I mean? The lime and fertilizing mixes up together. They both combine and
is that what's usually in fertilizer? They have a mixture of lime and...
Yeah, lime and fertilizer.
So there's no need to get lime in addition to...
You can do it in addition, but it goes together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps the soil and it helps the grass to grow. So definitely you want to put some fertilizer. Make sure you don't put too much on it because you can burn it. Too much, you'll burn the grass. So if you see some burning spots before on the pass is sometimes, John, if you do it by hand, maybe a big bowl of
will land in one spot.
Will land in one spot, and that will burn the grass in that area. So it's better off to use a spreader.
Yep.
You know, I mean, if you don't have a big yard, they have small ones. You can
hold it.
You can just hold it. That way will spread evenly, and you don't have to worry about burning spots or.
Yeah, if you're gonna be putting in this work,
yes.
You don't want to have to start out that way.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So having one of those is and they're cheap, about $12. The ones you use, the hand ones.
And what about watering? I know we're kind of on the grass part. I don't know if you want to touch in that in the next one.
Yeah, well, not right now. We're gonna have a lot of rain.
Yeah,
definitely is a lot
April
of rain
showers
coming.
bring May flowers.
Exactly, you said it. So you don't worry about watering right now. Watering is mostly for
save your
summer.
water.
Yeah, save your water. I'm sure everybody wants to save their water because summer times, save it for summer. Summer you can use it.
Especially with all those cold weather we just had and all the high electricity and heating bills that many of us had.
Trying to recover.
I know mine. Yeah, it's been crazy.
Yeah, save the water for summertime. I definitely recommend it because right now we're gonna have rain. If it rains every once or twice a week, you have enough water.
Perfect.
You have enough water. So
what's our next step?
Next and last step, I think.
Oh, we got one more. Companies that sharpen lawnmower blades. Recommendations.
It's one that I have, but I gotta get the name off later because I know in Dunkin' Donuts at exit 30 in Pawtucket.
Yep.
If you're looking to get to 95 south, and you take a left at that Dunkin' Donuts, on the right hand side there's a place where they sharpen.
Mini promo
blades.
right here.
Yeah, I got it. I gotta give you the name for it, or maybe we can just post it on once I get the name. But they sharp the blades, $9. That's what.
Cool.
That's what the guy charges per blade.
Nice.
So, and it's good to start with the sharp blades. Yes.
Of course.
Yeah, you don't want to tore the grass. So a good cut in grass grows always better with the clippings and everything. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna talking about the blades. The last tip is
to cut the
mowing.
grass.
Yeah, to cut the grass. So yes, make sure your blades are sharp, so that way you get the clippings.
Mm-hmm.
For this time of the season, use a bag. I don't know if you don't normally use a bag. to catch the grass.
everything.
If you don't, just for this time, use a bag, because with the bag you will get all the dead grass from winter.
Oh, that's no good for it.
And it's no good for it because it's just too much. You want some, some people like to keep the clippings on their lawn, John, because it helps, and it does help.
Mm-hmm.
But too much of it doesn't.
Because it weighs it down too much?
It weighs it down too much, and then the soil needs room to breathe.
Right.
So use a bag this time, the first time, maybe second time, use a bag on the mower.
Mm-hmm.
So you pick up all the grass. You're going to see, maybe you run the machine 2-3 times and the bag is going to be full. You're going to be like, wait a minute, where was all this grass?
Mm-hmm.
It was underneath there. It was stuck. So it's good to use a bag this time, yeah.
Now, would some of that come up after they, like around this time you said that they would be raking?
Even
so
though when you rake,
up?
yeah. Even when you rake, you still use a bag and you're still going to get tons of grass. I don't know where they come from, but you're going to get a lot of clippings, which is normal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you mow your lawn every 2 weeks, I mean, you end up with a lot of grass. And then imagine if you're not using it and you went through a season or 2 seasons without using a bag, and all the clippings are on the ground, so it creates like a carpet,
mm-hmm.
and then it can breathe. So you need to clean that out.
That's
Raking, awesome. Use the bag when you mow. That's the best thing. And like I said, when you finish mowing, it's recommended to put the fertilizer on. I don't know if I said.
Oh, put that after you mow as well.
Put that after you mow. Yeah, put it on one time. If the best time to do it is when you mow the lawn, the first time to mow the lawn, or the second time, put some fertilizer.
Right afterwards.
Yeah, right afterwards. Yeah.
And then would you water it and everything, or would you just like put it down and leave it?
Put it down and leave, and then just play it by ear. If it's too dry, it's been sunny, and you think it needs water, just water it. Yeah.
Now, do you think that people would have to worry within this time period before summertime kicks of dandelions and of those, what do you call them?
Not right now. All that stuff starts growing during summertime. You want to prevent it, a couple weeks before summertime. When it gets really hot, then you need to prevent it. They sell something. Maybe John and I will make another video for that. Or on the store you'll find that stuff too. But I think we can make another video during, before summer hits.
Yeah.
It's gonna get hot. Everything that you don't want is gonna be on your mulch beds. Is gonna be on the grass. Trust me, I see this every season, and you're gonna be, if you're ready, your grass is gonna look nice. Your yard is gonna look nice the whole time, the whole season. But you need to follow step by step.
Right, and they won't have to do that if they hire our local landscaper right here.
I'm here to help you. If it's too much, you don't have the time to do it, just call me. I'm also on Facebook.
Yep.
You can find me there, and I'll be happy to help you with that. Even if you're going on vacation or something like that, you need someone to mow your lawn, you can call me. I mean, no contract, nothing necessary. I'm a local guy.
Yep.
Most customers I have are from the area, and I got it mouth to mouth, friends, so.
Yeah, word of mouth, everything's referrals, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and
that's how.
If you guys want to take a look at it, I've actually added his page, the link, right to the top of the comments, so you guys can go up there and actually take a look for yourself at some of the work that he did last year. We haven't posted up a whole bunch. We just put out his Facebook page not too long ago, so we're working on populating that and showing you guys all the great work that he's doing. Name a couple of services that you do. We don't have to go too in depth, but I mean, just that way people know, like, what are you doing? And
as of right now, spring cleaning that's what I'm doing. I'm also doing mulching very soon. Sod, reseeding, gardening, all that stuff.
Planting and
the basic landscaping job. I'm the guy for.
Awesome.
I'm the guy to do it. Like I said. I did few. You're gonna see in the videos there. I did few houses with sod. It's beautiful. I mean, if you think your yard totally needs a makeover, I know how to do it. And you're gonna see those videos there. You're gonna like it.
Awesome.
But yeah, those are one of the servers. I mean, they you see the pictures and they talk for themselves. The way you see it over there, that's the way I'm gonna do it. I'm an honest guy. I told you the truth when if I can do it or not, but I will be able to help you with your landscaping needs.
And I can vouch for that. I've known Tony for quite the number of years. We worked together before at my previous job, and it honestly is definitely his thing. So for those of you that are going to be looking, definitely look up here. Let me see if we have any other questions. We have some stuff in Espanol, so I actually don't know how to speak Spanish that well. That is Lisette. So I think you got some family in here watching over.
Okay. What is the question? Where is it?
No
Clara, no entiendo nada, primo, pero si estás...
I guess she doesn't understand, but she said...
yeah, she put...
So yeah, we go hi for the family.
Say hello.
But I think we've answered pretty much all the questions that are in here. And yeah, that covers that. For those of you that are watching and you're finding this really valuable, you like having this kind of information, especially for your yard, because it's kind of hard to have to dig through all the nonsense that Google sometimes throws you. These are the great first 5 steps to kind of get that yard prep, because you get out there and you just get overwhelmed right off the bat. And sometimes you just don't want to do it. You need somebody that you can kind of look to and say, hey, they know what they're talking about. And they're putting this out there in the public's eye right here, and I trust what they're saying, and that's what these videos are here for you to do. Still, we want to put these local professionals, these people that have honesty behind them, integrity. I mean, you can look at all the videos, and you can see that there's a lot of transparency. I mean, he's over here naming suppliers and everything, so that way you guys can truly go do this by yourself if you want. He's out here definitely trying to help you, and once again, if the job seems too big, even if it's small and you just don't have the time to do it, this is your guy right here. And like I said, I highly recommend him myself, especially his integrity and his honesty. So definitely look him up. What is the phone number that they can reach you at?
You can reach me at 401-516-9090. You can call, text anytime. I'm the one who's gonna be answering the phone, and I'll be happy to help you. And like John's saying, we are here. We're trying to help you do the job, because I know you enjoy it. But like I said, if it gets out of hand or something too big, let me help you to start, and then you can take over. I will show you how.
Boom. Thank you. Remember,
thank John for having me here.
401-516-9090. Tony's Lawn Garden Services. And once again, you can find that link up there. Thank you guys for joining. I hope this was informative to you. Don't forget, go onto Facebook, like us right there. Go onto Instagram, follow us at Bolano.home on either Facebook or Instagram, or find us at Bolano Home on YouTube, and definitely subscribe and hit the little notification button so that way you can get notified every time we post a new video. And lastly, if you haven't done so already, share this video, because every single time you share, you get entered into the raffle to win a $250 Amazon gift card to use for whatever you want. So once again, guys, thank you for joining. We love you guys. Thank you for being part of the Bolano Home family. We will see you guys in about a couple months when summertime kicks, when we hit off episode number 2 for this particular series right here on 5 landscaping tips for summertime.
Cool.
See you guys later.
Be ready. Thank you.